Hello everybody. Today's challenge is going to be covering up a journal. Now this is an agenda that my husband brought to me. It was just plain a light blue, kind of like, you know, the leather, but it's plastic. And, you know, I'm going to be using this now for 2015, you know, to write down all my stuff and everything. And then one day it will become an art journal. I'll probably just cover it all up, gesso it, and, you know, cover it up. And yeah, there's, you know, everything I need in here for 2015. I love this because I can see what time it is all over the world, you know, and I love doing that because of, you know, knowing what time it is in other places and things like that, especially when we're chit-chatting on Facebook or, you know, and there's maps, a normal, you know, everyday agenda. So I've already put tissue paper over this so that way we could save some time on, you know, drying and everything. It's just normal white tissue paper. It'll help to, you know, grab everything else. And what I do want to do, we are probably only going to get the background done today of one side, but this is what I want to put on her, on the journal. I'll show it to you like this so that way you guys can see it better. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, I want to do this kind of Victorian theme journal cover on it. I know lots of people say that they don't do the journal cover until they finish the journal, but I don't. I usually do the journal cover first. So I'm going to set this aside. Now, because these papers were folded, this is a collection of papers that I had, that I would buy these books all the time, and in the middle of it there would be inserts of, you know, all different types of Dickelbash papers, you know. And with this one there was, you know, all of these that are just beautiful as well too. And yeah, really nice pictures. So there's the folding edges. So I'm going to paste this to a piece of cardstock so that way it's more rigid and it does, you know, stand out a bit. But for now we're going to do the we're going to start the layering. So I'm just going to grab some gel medium directly because I will be putting lace on this and I want it to stick. And I'm just going to, I know I got a big huge brush today here. I'm just going to go around the sides because if I start doing back and front cover, it's going to get all sticky and everything for me, so I'd rather just, you know, start this way. Oops. I'm just going to dip it into some glue. I should be using glue for the tissue paper, actually. Now, naturally, I'm going to, you know, brighten it up because I've already thought of her being here and it is a darker background, so you know things will be changing once I get all the other stuff. Then I have this beautiful napkin that has the Eiffel Tower on it, which I want to set down here. I've kind of already positioned her so I know where I want the Eiffel Tower, like in this corner here. Just like that. There was a little bit of texture on this book already, but you can hardly notice it anymore. It was up here. Okay, what else did I have ready for this? I have a little bit of music paper. I'll be cutting the edges after. And on the inside of this, I want to make some pockets. So these are going to be future videos. The next video, I'll probably have the back cover done and we'll start decorating it with the lady and, you know, other things. I would like to put some flowers because she is holding a flower in her hand. And got this beautiful butterfly that I'm just going to stick right here. Upside down. I'm going to let it overlap a bit on the edging here. This beautiful napkin. Oh my goodness, who sent it to me? I can't remember. I'm going to put another butterfly down here. Okay, then I got these words that came always from the same page as this lady. I'm going to be covering up these little pieces of blue that are showing with other papers and things like that. So okay. These were flowers, always from the same image. In fact, you can see here in the writing in the back that there's some there too. Okay, let me show this to you guys from up close up until now. Okay. And let me see here. I wanted to, sorry. Cover up this piece here. So hopefully in this next video that I will be continuing this, we're going to be putting the lady down, and I want to start filling up the corners here with beautiful flowers, you know, vintagey kind of flowers. So now I'm going to start putting this down, and this I'm going to use some gel medium. I might give it a nice wash with you know, gesso. I have to stretch this lace. So yeah, I will let everything dry well, so that way I can cut the edges nice and clean. And I'm thinking you have a beautiful ribbon to go around the edges after. Kind of close it up. Okay, I'm just going to stick another little piece down here. So I like the lace because you can see what's still underneath it, which is really cool. Okay. Well, this lace especially, because it's mostly all tulle as a background. Okay, and as you're going, you know, you can see where you want to put more napkins or tissue paper. Like there's a little bit of the blue showing up, but that doesn't worry me at all. I'm going to try to start drying this and see where we can end up with this in, you know, not too long of a video. Unfortunately, there's dry times. I don't know how to pause videos and things like that, so my videos are always in real time. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas, and hoping you all a happy new year. I know we already have talked. I didn't think I was going to be doing a video until next week after New Year's, and instead here I am. Can't keep me off it. Yeah, I want to put a nice little pocket on the inside. Maybe even two little pockets. So, you know, that way you can, you know, save things that you need to save, and little notes or whatever it is. Little tags. So now that I have this, I can copy everything that I have in my 2014 agenda, which is this one here. This one here. And so that way I can start. I've already started using it as a journal, but I have all my back pages full of addresses and phone numbers and, you know, notes and things like that. Just make sure that I have everything copied down into the new one, and then I can continue using this as an art journal, which is really cool. Not many pages, because, you know, you have to glue the pages together. And I really like that one because it has the spiral binding, whereas this doesn't. So these, when they start getting full, it's, you know, they're not too pretty because they start opening up. So yeah, just grab tissues, napkins, tissue paper, just, you know, anything. Try to color coordinate them a little bit, but like I said, it's not of an importance because I am going to go over this with the light hand of gesso, trying to keep, you know, the Eiffel Tower in, you know, that I don't want to cover that up too much, and the butterfly naturally. Gel medium takes longer to dry than whatchamacallit, the glue, but it holds it down well. Yeah, I want to give, like, having it just like this, let me get her again, is, the colors are, you know, you can't notice her on this, so it has to be changed a bit. Where am I going to put her? Right here, because I don't want to lose her. Okay, I'm going to try cutting the edges now. See how that works out. I'm just going to cut. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to cut this piece at all because I'm just going to wrap that around. So that's going to be staying like that, and so is this. So I just have to worry about these edges here. Yeah, thinking of a nice Oh, you know what I can do is I have these laces that you, what would they be called in English? You pass the ribbon through it after. They have holes to pass the ribbon through. So I'm thinking of something like that to put around the edgings. I'm going to cut that. Actually, another little piece here. And this side here. Yep, another little piece of lace. Just shove it to the side. Yeah, okay. So that's what we have up until now. So sorry. Okay, get my gesso. Clear. And let me see here. Rinsing off the brush. And I'm just going to set it to the side here. Because like I said, I don't want to cover it up too much. Can you guys see that where I'm doing it? Yeah. See, just a light brush. Now, if I want to, I can just wipe it off with the baby wipe. Okay, see here? Not very easy, you guys, with the lace on top of it. But yes, you can still see it. My butterfly, I'd like to show up more. Okay, just to use up the rest of this gesso. Okay, going to wipe this up here. Big mess. Okay, let me go on. So I get, the best way now to, color this would, be sprays. But, I'm thinking, I know there's already a lot of texture on here because of the lace, but I'm wondering of some kind of stencil to do with modeling paste. Show it to you guys up close. There. These are naturally always the same laces that I use all the time from my sister's wedding shop. And I got all the same napkin and the same tissue paper to, do the other side after. Which will be done before the next video. So I'm thinking. It's almost dry. I have a stencil in mind to use. Naturally, we're not going to be able to use, there's even this one, but no. It's like you're always grabbing for the same ones all the time. So, something naturally that goes, you know, with a Victorian style. And I'm looking for a kind of floral right there. It's called Gothic, but it's a beautiful, you know, damask design. And I did have another one, but I'm not really happy with this one stencil because it's so tiny in detail that like you can even hardly notice what's in it. Let me see if I can find it here. This one here. So it's between these two. Get my spackle. So if I figure her here, I can do some right here. Well, we're going to have to try this out to see what happens. So I'm going to try to hold it down as best as possible, just to make sure that, sorry guys, I'm looking for, sometimes you have it right in front of your face and you can't see it. See how this works out. If I leave it, it's going to pop up because the journal's kind of cushiony. Yeah, you can hardly notice it right now. And I'm just going to do something on the side here. Okay. This is going to be seen much better once I start spraying it. So I'm going to just set her to the side, get rid of this one here, put the top on. Let me see if I have it here. I'm getting a cough. I don't know, you guys. I can't. Oh, yeah. Now I'm noticing it. Can you see that? Like I said, it will show up much better once I start spraying it. Trying to clean my stencil while I'm drying, you guys. Multitask. Oh dear, we're already at 24 minutes. Okay, you guys, this is going to be a two-part video. Well, we already knew it was going to be a two-part video. So, this is your challenge. Find, you can even, if you don't have a journal, you could get a piece of chipboard and or a cereal box and start a journal and do the cover. Yeah, you can, I'm absolutely positive that once this dries, can you see that? And it's sprayed, it's gonna look perfect. Well, let's hope. Okay, you guys, so this is all up to now, and stay tuned for the second part. And until the next time, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.